This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show.
It's fun. They're amazing. The Daily Double
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, here are two stories you need to know. So an ex-McDonald's employee has come out and revealed a secret menu item. I love when they do this. He discovered that the seasoning that they put on their burgers is also delicious on other food items. He says the seasoning for the burger patties is incredible on nuggets, especially. So we tasked our producer, Chris, to go and order some. I know it's hard work. Somebody's got to do it. And I don't eat meat, so it had to be producer Chris. And, well, he did it. Listen.
What can I get for you?
But can I do 10 chicken McNuggets, but can I get the burger seasoning on top of it?
Sorry, what seasoning?
The burger patty seasoning?
On the 10 nuggets?
Yeah, thank you. I know it's a special request.
It's like we have different seasonings for the burgers. Like, for example, Big Mac, McChicken, we have different seasonings for it.
Let's do the Big Mac.
Big Mac seasoning?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you so much, by the way.
It was just the 10 nuggets, right?
And yes, and then can I just add an actual Big Mac, no cheese?
Yeah.
And a large Diet Coke, and I'm good to go.
Exactly.
I love the way you added the Big Mac, too. Is it because she was suggesting that the seasoning for the Big Mac, then you started thinking about a Big Mac?
All I could think about was that,
Yeah.
I won't sing the song, but we all know it,
Yes.
I was thinking about that.
I know. Okay, so I guess the $1 million question, producer Chris, you added the burger seasoning on the nuggets. How did it taste?
So, okay, it tasted great, but I will be honest, the burger seasoning is pretty much pepper and salt.
Okay.
So if you can probably imagine what that would taste like if you added some pepper and salt to your nuggets. Sure, it was okay.
It jazzes it up a bit.
Would I go back and get it again? Probably not. I feel like they're already seasoned. There's something already in the breading.
It already tastes great just the way it is.
Yeah.
But maybe you go for like one of the other burger seasonings on the nuggets next time.
Yeah, the chicken seasoning sounded interesting.
Yeah, okay.
But I wanted to stick to what the McDonald's employee suggested, which was the burger seasoning, so I didn't want to go off script.
Okay.
So that's why I ended
Your
up with
research for next week.
Yes. Are you sending me to Pizza Hut?
Yes, right? I love that we have somebody who can do this. Thank you so much, Chris. Okay.
Anytime.
Another thing you might want to know is Ricky Gervais is in town for his sold-out show at Scotiabank Arena this week, and he's here early, so he's checking out the city, and he actually took to social media. He shared a photo of himself on a boat in Lake Ontario saying that he was headed to the Toronto Islands for the day, and then a few hours later, he shared a second photo on the islands somewhere. Nobody could really figure out where exactly, but he wrote this as the caption. It's one of his favorite places in the world. The islands, something we probably all take for granted. And of course, Torontonians, they took the opportunity to not only like that post, but then they were making other suggestions, places he could go visit, places he could eat. And then also with the comments, also comes the jokes. A lot of people saying, well, it's a good thing that you're here early because it's actually going to take you 2 days to get to the venue of the Scotiabank Arena for your show. So, yeah, Ricky, just so you know, we have a bit of a traffic problem.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
I was driving in this morning in a good mood. I was bebopping, scatting to the music we were playing. And then I heard an ad for the C&E. And I love the C&E, don't get me wrong. I absolutely get so excited when it's that time of the year. However, it immediately made me anxious because I'm like, whoa. We're already there?
You sound like my kids.
I know they're anxious all the time.
No, this happened last week too. And they're like, already, like we want to go, but then that means school's coming.
It's so true.
Same thing.
It's the unofficial end of the summer, and that's immediately what sort of fell over me. I was like, oh, so August 15th is this Friday. It runs until September 1st, and then that's it? Summer's over? Excited for the C&E. And I should also mention Gurdeep, who is off all this week. He's coming back. He's actually away. He's out of town. He's coming back specially to open the ceremony.
He did this last year too.
Yeah, for the C&E.
Because he loves it.
It's a tradition for him as well. So we do love the C&E. I'm so excited for it, but I'm just not ready for it.
See, you're looking at it wrong.
Okay.
Because I always thought that too, because being in school, I'm like, it's the end of the year and the end of summer, start of the school year. But as a parent, This is your second summer. This is like your real summer because the kids are at school.
It's true.
And you have all day, and we're supposed to have gorgeous weather until October. So this is like the real parent summer.
What you're saying is that parents are rejoicing because they're like, this is just one step closer to them
Yes.
going back to school.
Yeah. See?
And you know what it is? And it's interesting how all these years later, like when was the last time I was in school? Why does that feeling every year around end of August, beginning of September, why do we all get that sort of anxious feeling?
Because when you would be watching TV or you'd be listening to the radio, all the ads would come on for back to school shopping.
Yes.
And then you're like, just not time
Yeah,
yet.
we're not ready. And we've had such a great summer. I mean, I know it's been oppressive heat and it's been difficult for people, especially vulnerable people. But at the same time, you can't say we didn't have a summer.
Yeah.
And I really feel like I want it to keep going. And I know that summer doesn't officially end till like September 20th, but still,
But for
this
you,
just kind of feels
it's
like
still
it.
going. It's okay. Don't be anxious.
Okay. And then let's just go and enjoy the CNE
Yes.
while we're at it because there's so much excitement there. There's always the food offerings. And I'm very excited. I was telling you guys about that new feature they have where you can have a chef cook you a meal up in the air and you
Yeah,
get this
that's cool.
beautiful view of the X ground. So
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to check it out. They have different price points. So I'm not sure that I would do like the full whole experience, but I think I want to do
Just going to go halfway up?
I just need the tapas.
Just the appetizers
just
on the first
tapas,
floor.
and then I'm good. Yeah, I don't need the dessert part or whatever, and then we're good.
The Pooja and Grenade podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So what is the secret to making the perfect pasta sauce? I came across this video where this woman claims her recipe is famous because of this one ingredient that she puts in her pasta sauce. And, well, this is what it is.
This is where I freak you guys out. We're going to put baking soda in our sauce. It's going to help you with heartburn. Those are acidic. This is going to bring the pH of the sauce up so that it tastes smoother, it tastes sweeter, it actually gives it more of a red color. Magical. If you haven't tried this yet, this is why my sauce is famous.
Baking soda in your pasta sauce. Over to you, resident Italian producer Stef. How do we feel about this?
Why are you giving me heartburn right now? This is not okay. So I've heard of this.
Okay.
My mom did it a couple times. Mm-hmm. Then I tried it. It doesn't really do anything. And I don't know why she says it makes it more red. It kind of makes it more orangey.
Well, I was watching the video and it actually like bubbles up.
Yeah,
like, because of the
bubbles.
reaction that happens.
Yeah.
But does it make a difference?
I feel like I can kind of taste the baking soda in it.
Oh.
Like, you know that flavor that baking soda has? Like, it's almost like a little bit tinny.
It's like toothpaste?
Yeah, I don't know. But I can
Everything
kind of
we add
taste
baking
it.
soda to?
I don't know what she's doing because all you have to do is just cook your sauce properly.
Okay. I will say this. You made a sauce recently and you brought it in and it had meat in it, so I couldn't try it. However, what I heard from producer Chris and from Gurdeep is they were licking the plate because that's how good your sauce is. So you do come from a place where you make good sauce already. You don't need this extra ingredient. And like I've heard people talk about adding sugar.
No, see, you don't have to add anything. Just cook your sauce properly.
And take the time, right?
Yeah, the secret is to cook your sauce for a couple of hours, like on low, simmer it and let it all boil together. And if you're going to saute stuff, make sure that you're not overdoing it because then it's going to cook a little bit more in your sauce as well. Mm-hmm. And then you can even puree because I know my mom will put like chunks of like onion. Sometimes she'll throw carrots in there, but then she'll puree it all.
Yum.
So then you don't even see any of it and it all commingles, which is your favorite.
I love when things commingle.
Yeah, you got to cook it long. It's like a long, slow process.
It's like you are, looking at it and putting all your love into it. And it takes time. It's not something that you're just going to like, get out of a jar and then add it to your sauce.
And the other thing too is when you find that it's a little bit bitter or it has like that sour sort, you got to add a little bit more olive oil because if you don't have enough olive oil, it is going to be more bitter too.
Oh, olive oil. Okay, so I've also heard people say, they add like an Italian fish sauce or anchovies or something to give it a little bit more like that umami kind of flavor. I don't know how to say it properly, but Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire.
Italians don't know how to say it, and we don't buy it or use it. Not in our sauce,
not
on
in
our
your
steak.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, red wine. Do you put red wine in your sauce?
Sometimes if you're doing it with meat, we'll do the meat with the red wine and then throw it in.
Okay, but you are saying no to baking
no, not
soda.
Baking soda. You don't need
she
it.
Says her recipe is famous.
Is she American? Because American Italians cook differently than real Italians.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you heard it here on the show. Producer Stef said it. I don't know. You tell us if you actually use baking soda. I'd love to hear from you, and you let me know, is it really the secret ingredient? Or if you're somebody who's like producer Stef and you're against it, I also want to hear from you at 981-981. Nancy from Burlington, what do you say?
It's all about what you add to it to add the flavor. And my mom used to add the baking soda, and it was disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So much so that my father preferred my sauce better.
Interesting.
And it's also, you got to add a lot of basil, fresh basil. It's all about what kind of meat you add, because the pork gives it flavor, all the seasoning. I cook mine for about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the secret ingredient is time.
Yeah, because that takes all the acidity out of the tomatoes, is that slow cooking.
And I use tomato juice with tomato paste, and everyone loves it. This is my mom's variation.
Okay, so Nancy, no baking soda in your sauce.
Heck no.
Good girl. I like how you cook.
Thanks for the call, Nancy.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. And now everyone's mouth is watering. I'm sorry. Now I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll go make some sauce on the weekend.
Thank you. You got 8 hours to spare?
I do.
Amazing.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So I decided to surprise my husband this past weekend with an activity that he's been asking to do since I met him. Okay, it's been over a decade of him asking for us to do this activity together. I'm not sure why he's so obsessed with it, but I thought I'm going to surprise him. There's a wonderful go-karting place in Niagara. It's called like Niagara Speedway.
I love go-karting.
Oh my goodness. And it's got like 3 levels, right? Like you really feel like you're in a video game.
It's like Mario Kart.
It really is.
It's so cool.
And so I thought, okay, I'm going to surprise him with this. So, you know, we go, I punched in the address in our Waze so that we got there as soon as we arrived. He was so happy, like a child, as if he's never been go-karting before.
I love go-karting.
And here's the thing, is like, as we're in line, I'm like, you know, I don't really know how this is going to go. The reason why in 10 years I haven't done it is because, well, when I was a child, I understood go-karting to be fun because I didn't drive. As an adult...
But did you go? You've never gone?
I went as a child.
Went. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun when I was a kid.
Okay.
As an adult, I drive a car on a highway.
I know, I've seen you drive.
Like, sometimes I drive
like
fast.
a go-kart.
Sometimes I drive. There is nothing appealing to me about go-karting because I'm fully grown. I drive. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, but...
Because you're not allowed to race on the roads.
Okay, so we're in line and Paul's
Pooja?
he's like, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I'm like, so what are we doing exactly? Are we racing? He's like, of course we're racing. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so like, where's the fun part in all of this? He's like, it's so fun. Just wait. He's like, want to make a bet that you're going to have fun? I'm like, no, I don't think we should make bets because you're going to lose. So anyway, we get in our go-karts and we go, and it's like, it's one of these things where you have to go up 3 levels and then the drop is almost like a roller coaster drop, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like braking the whole time I'm going down.
But that's not how you go-kart.
I'm just afraid of like hitting someone.
Okay.
I'm being very cautious. I think it was just, you know, and we did this 3 or 4 times. They let you go around 4 times on the track. We end the go-karting race. I guess he beat me. Ooh.
Well, you were braking.
Congratulations. And he's like, so? And I was like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, did you have fun? He's like, it was so fun. He's like, I didn't touch the brake one time.
That's how you're supposed to go-kart.
He's like, that's the fun of it.
Yes.
He's like, nobody's cautious on a go-kart.
Okay, Pooja, I'm confused because in real life, you're not that cautious. And this is a closed, like, space for you to do whatever you'd like with a car as if you're
bumpy.
racing.
It was uncomfortable. It wasn't a smooth ride. I don't know. It just, I didn't understand it.
You're doing it wrong.
In heaven. He thought it was the best thing ever. He's like, so are we ever going to do this together again? I'm like, I don't think so.
Oh my God, I'm calling Paul. We're going go-karting.
There you go.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Okay, I want you to weigh in on this one. It's an interesting story. This woman is actually considering divorce, after her husband did something with the coworker. It wasn't cheating per se, but it didn't sit well with her. Basically, her husband works away from home a lot. He's actually only home one day out of the week. He works far away. So she doesn't see a whole lot of him. They just had a baby. They have 3 kids. They just had a baby. So she's sort of in this place of, juggling, taking care of the kids. He's not around as much. She also works. And she found out, and she's been a little suspicious of him. So she's been going through his emails and going through his texts. She's been a little suspicious of him because he's never home. And, and plus there's a lot going on. She looked through them and found that he had sent flowers to a coworker. Okay. He sent flowers to a coworker. So she called him out on it. And he said, what's the big deal? Like, it was just, she had a death in the family and I sent some flowers.
There were condolence flowers?
Well,
did you just make that up?
I mean, were they roses? I don't know.
If they were condolence flowers, that's a different story.
That was his story, his reasoning of why he sent flowers.
If they really were condolence flowers, then okay.
Yeah. And then he later apologized and said, I shouldn't have sent the flowers. You're right. I shouldn't have. So there's almost is there something going on? That's the reason why you now think you shouldn't have sent them. And if it was just, platonic relationship with your coworker and you were sending flowers because of a death in the family, then why are you apologizing for it? Anyway, he actually deletes a lot of his conversations with this coworker. So it's got her thinking that there's something going on. But if we're just talking about flowers, let's forget everything else because everything else is speculation. We're just talking about flowers. He admits to sending flowers to a coworker. Is that okay?
If it's condolence flowers, yeah. Because that's usually what people do. They'll send flowers if there's a death in the family.
Yeah, but maybe you want to send them on behalf of you and your wife, right?
But does the wife know her?
I mean, still, it's from your family to their family, right? And you're also coworkers. Maybe you send it on behalf of the company.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like a coworker, then you'd probably get in on it with some other coworkers, and everybody would get in on it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, if my husband sent a coworker flowers, and that was the reason, would I be okay with it? I think I would be okay with it.
I think I would be okay with it, but if someone just randomly sent a coworker flowers to be like, "Hey, good job today," that'd be weird.
Yeah, or and then is that just the excuse, right?
That's what I mean. Was it actually a death in her family, or is he using that to cover up that he sent her flowers because his wife found out that he sent the flowers?
And the kind of flowers matter, right? Because if he's sending her favorite flowers, first of all, how do you know her favorite flower? You don't even know my favorite flower.
Right. And red roses.
Yeah, we know that's a sign of romance. I think there's a lot of other questions here, but
she was already feeling it too, though, right? She was already feeling a little bit suspicious.
Yes, but is this just confirming her suspicion? Is it because she's already thinking that, or is there nothing really here? What's the big deal? He sent flowers. Okay, you know what? You guys decide.
5 calls?
Decide it all.
So are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers, especially if it's for condolences? At least that's what this gentleman is claiming in his relationship. There's a lot going on in the story, and there is suspicion that maybe there's some cheating, they're deleting messages, there's a whole lot going on. But we want to know, are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers? Let's go to Lisa in Hamilton. Yes or no?
Nope.
How come?
You know what? Just based on the story, think where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes. I think there's something to it. Lisa, thank you for your vote.
Okay, bye now.
Kim from Oshawa. So are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers?
Absolutely not.
How come?
So if he's sending flowers for a death, my thought would be, my first question would be, why was I not told about this anyways?
Yes, this is my whole thing is you would be in on it too, right? Or at least told about it.
Exactly. If you have, marriages are all about communication. And if you're not sharing something which is known to be an intimate item with me in advance or at the time, I'm not asking for your permission or I'm looking for permission. I'm just looking for a heads up.
Yeah, Kim.
And if you're not willing to share that, I question what the actual, what's behind it.
Okay, Kim, your vote's been counted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Liz from Georgetown. So are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers? Yes or no?
I would say no.
Okay. You took a pause there.
Yeah, well, because if
if he had said something to her ahead of time, saying, hey, this is what happened to my coworker, I'd like to send them flowers just to show support, that'd be one thing, but it's the secrecy.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably it too. Just feeling like you were left out of it and then conversations were deleted. It all seems a bit suspicious. Liz, your vote's been counted.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Annette from Guelph. So are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers?
Definitely not, especially if he's saying it was for a death in the family. Why didn't he tell her before she saw the email?
Right. Why did you wait till you got caught?
Yeah, precisely.
Annette, your vote's been counted. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Have a good day.
You too. Linda from Georgetown, are you okay with your partner sending a coworker flowers?
Absolutely, especially if they're for a funeral. However, there's so much wrong with your story that you told. They don't trust each other. She's just checking his emails.
Yep.
And if my partner sent one of his coworkers flowers, I would expect he would have told me.
Yeah. I think that's the thing is that why was all of this in secret? Why are you deleting messages? Yeah. Linda, your vote's been counted.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
So even though Linda said yes, the final score, in case you're keeping track, is 4-1 for saying no, absolutely not. Do not send a coworker flowers. It's just, there's a lot to the story. I think everybody agrees that in this particular case, it's not about just the flowers. There's so much more going on. But I do think what I've taken from this, because I thought, would I be okay if Paul sent a coworker flowers? I thought I would be okay with it. I changed my mind.
Wow. Now you're not okay with it anymore?
I'm not okay with it because it's true that there is something about flowers in particular.
No, but they're condolence
It doesn't matter. If you're going to do it, tell me first.
Okay.
Tell me first.
Got it. Noted.
Okay. I always learn something on this show. We are giving away a $500 gift card to Shoppers Drug Mart. How do you enter? All you got to do is listen for the keyword. We gave you one on Wednesday's episode. This is your next keyword. It's offers. Offers. We need you to text offers and your full name to 981-981. That's for your chance to enter in to win. Again, the keyword is offers, spelled OFFERS. Offers and your full name to 981-981 for your chance to win a $500 gift card to Shoppers Drug Mart. Standard data and message rates apply. See contest rules linked in the description of this episode for details. And this is the last keyword for you to win.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's National Creamsicle Day. And I don't know about you, but as soon as I say that, my mouth starts to water. Because I think about the creamsicles from when we were growing up, which have changed.
They have.
They're not the same anymore. Just me?
No. I bought some for my kids, I want to say last year or 2 years ago, because I was like, you guys have to try creamsicles. They never had them. They're not the same.
They're sweeter now.
They're sweeter and there's less orange flavor.
Yes.
Like it doesn't taste like a real orange.
It used to be more tangy.
Yeah,
I feel
almost like an orange crush flavor to it. It was like really strong.
Yes, yes. And I mean, look, when I think about a creamsicle, I immediately think about all of the things that I had as a child, like all the different ice cream flavors. Do you remember the Dickie D?
Yes.
The Dickie D used to come around, like, you know,
we'd hear that bell ringing and I would run outside.
And it was like the coolest job ever. You were, as a kid, you're like,
to do that.
I want to do that. I want to ride around with a giant freezer full of goodies.
I love that.
And I feel like kids today don't really know what that's all about. They know the ice cream truck.
Right.
They hear the sound, but they don't know the Dickie D.
And I grew up in BC in a small town in Kamloops, and we barely had the truck come around. Everyone had the bikes in the little neighborhoods. And so when I told my kids, I'm like, our ice cream was like on a bike in a freezer, and they're like, where did you grow up? And I was like, no, but that was a thing.
It was
they were everywhere.
Yeah, so I guess that started in the 1950s, and I don't know why it sort of petered out. I don't know why they don't exist anymore. Like if you know a Dickie D who's still in business,
can I still get a side gig doing that?
Yeah, text us at 98191 if you know someone, because producer Stef's apparently looking for a side hustle,
a summer job.
Yeah, why not? And you know what? For kids, other than the paper route, that was the other thing that they could do. I got to say that when I think about ice cream, like growing up, it was always mint chocolate chip in a cup for some reason. For me, I never got the cone. I always wanted it in a cup. But we used to do this really odd thing at home. Maybe it's not odd. Maybe you do this too. But every time I've told anyone about it, they all look at me like, what's wrong?
What did you do now?
We used to have like vanilla ice cream, a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream, and Jell-O.
What?
Yeah.
How do those two even
I don't
commingle?
No, and I don't know who came up with it. I don't know what it was inspired by, but that's how we ate it. And it was so good.
But they don't actually mix together, right?
They do. You you combine them all together in the bowl and and as the vanilla ice cream's melting, it just the way it commingles, it's really good.
I don't know. Have you done this lately?
I have not done it as an adult.
I wonder if you would think it was as good.
They don't make them like they used to. We asked you to text us at 981-981, and someone writing us here is saying, my friend used to run the business. They had multiple bikes, hired teens to drive them all around all summer, and they still have Dickie D bikes. You can check out Kijiji. Thank you, Liz.
So you can just go buy one?
Yeah.
You just start it up again.
I mean, you have to stock it.
Also, I'm not a teen anymore. Would that be weird?
You know what? I did always...
Middle-aged woman riding a bike with ice cream?
I mean, I admired the athleticism of the young people who were... I don't know that it's easy
I was going to say,
ride.
what if it's heavy?
Yeah.
There's got to be a mechanism to make it not heavy.
Yeah.
Teens were riding them around.
Just saying that, I don't know. I'm going to have to look this up on Kijiji now. I don't know what I'm going to do with the findings, but... You never know.
Ride your bike around the neighborhood with some ice cream in it.
We've got to put you in business. You need a side hustle this summer, apparently. Also getting a text here, and this is interesting because I thought that I was the only one who did the Jell-O and the ice cream. Well, Tammy from Brampton saying lime Jell-O and vanilla ice cream is the best, and she has tried it as an adult. And she says another good one is vanilla ice cream and corn syrup.
I don't know if that's good for you.
I don't know. I mean, it's never good for you.
I know.
Anything that is worth trying is never good for you.
So sweet and sticky.
Okay, we are not alone, but now my mouth is watering.
The Pooja and Grenade podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, babies are making headlines this week. In case you missed it, recently, Emma Raducanu, who's the world, who's a tennis player, and she was also battling the world #1 tennis player. They were at the Cincinnati Open, and then there was an interruption during their third set. You could actually hear a baby crying. It was distracting, and so Emily asked the umpire to address it, and they responded with this.
It's a child. Do you want me to send the child out of the stadium?
She said yes, and the crowd said yes as well. Then earlier over the weekend at a Maluma concert, he stopped his show to call out a mom with her baby. He said, do you think it's a good idea to bring a 1-year-old baby to a concert where the decibels are this high? And he has a 1-year-old, by the way. He says, that baby doesn't even know what they're doing here. Next time, protect their ears or something, and a lot of people weighing in on that. We actually went online with Pina from KISS, our sister station, and saw that she did a post about it. And majority of the comments were, yeah, no, that baby should not be at the concert unless the baby is wearing headphones. So we have two separate situations here. One where it's quiet, so maybe not the best place to bring a baby. And the other thing is it's so loud, maybe not the best place to bring a baby. So I guess the question is, how do you feel about babies being at certain venues? And I got to tell you, I'm very sensitive to this, being a mom to toddlers. Like, I know on a plane, the looks I would get, and it's not easy. Like, I know when I'm traveling, if there's somebody with a child, I just go out of my way to make sure that they're okay, because it's not easy. But that's a plane. You can't help being on a plane.
You have to go places, but you don't have to bring your baby to a concert. You don't have to and should not take them to a tennis match. Like,
yeah,
I don't understand what people are doing.
I don't know. And like, is it just those particular venues? But like, how do you feel about a baby in a bar?
I don't know. I see. Okay, so I know that like in the UK, they bring their kids to pubs. That's acceptable. When my kids were a little bit older, not as babies, but we would walk into a pub sometimes and grab a bite and leave. But if it's like midnight and you're there with a baby, that's a different scenario.
It's a little different. Look, I love babies, but for me, that would like sober me up right away. I'd be like, I'm not ordering any more drinks. I don't feel responsible. I'm out too late. I need to get to bed. Like, there's too many things. It's too much of a reality check.
There's a time and place for babies where they should be.
It's tough being a baby this week, but what do you think about it when it comes to babies? Should we be very particular about where you bring them, or is it one of these things? Listen, you're the mom. You know what's best for your child. You do you. Maybe that's
I
a
know,
concert.
but at
Maybe
a
that's a tennis match.
I've never been to a tennis match, but I know it's supposed to be silent. So why did they even allow the baby in there knowing that it might start? It's a baby. It might start crying. It might start fussing.
Look, the umpire didn't want to kick the baby out. The umpire
nobody
was
wants
okay
to
with
kick
the
baby out after. That's the problem.
You don't want to be that person.
Right?
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, here are 2 stories that you need to know. So scientists have developed toothpaste that is made out of hair. Okay, it's made out of hair. I know, if you're eating right now, I apologize. I apologize. But they say it's a secret to stopping tooth decay. Researchers from King's College London say that they have identified that hair can protect against decay and repair early stage damage better than fluoride. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is a better way of saying it. Keratin, right? That you get from hair. It's a protein in human hair. It's in our skin. It's in the wool of sheep as well. So it forms a dense mineral coating that mimics the structure of natural enamel, and this could, protect your teeth. This is how it works, okay? So first, they extract the keratin protein from hair or wool. Then it's mixed with saliva, where it attracts some minerals.
Great.
Yeah, I know. It sounds better and better, doesn't it? Then the minerals and the keratin combine, and then it sort of creates this enamel mimicking crystal structure, I guess. And then that's turned into a toothpaste or a gel that we put on our teeth. And here's the thing about enamel. It lacks living cells, which means it cannot be regrown by the body. So once it's lost, it's gone. And tooth decay, guess what? It affects 90% of adults. So this is something that, we need to be looking into, something other than fluoride, things that are better, things that, ways to work smarter, not harder.
So when you're in the shower, you can just grab your hair and start brushing your teeth?
Yeah, I don't think it really works like that. But scientists say that it could be 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And we
Before
might
it comes
be
out on the
seeing
market?
this on the shelves. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Okay, I'm going to redeem myself if you were grossed out by that. With the C&E and all of their food offerings, there is a theme this year. Butter is the theme. That's after the deep fried butter was inducted into the C&E Food Hall of Fame. That was in 2024. So I'm going to just list them off here. Butter ice cream. There's also a butter chicken burrito. So imagine like a taco of butter chicken.
Yeah.
There's butter soda, which is like a root beer float. Think that, but it has sort of like creamy, butterscotchy butter foam. Okay. Ooh, okay, I'm going to stop saying butter now. Some other offerings that are not butter related. There's a 2-foot-long hot dog, which many say steals the show because just looking at it, it's 2 feet long. There's a Fruity Pebble corn dog, spicy habanero bacon cotton candy.
It's too many things there.
There's a lot going on there. Deep fried frozen watermelon. This is divisive. People either love it or hate it.
How do you deep fry the watermelon?
And it's frozen. And then it's not frozen when you bite into it because now it's been deep fried.
Okay.
There's an ice cream sandwich hash brown, which to me sounds like the most
that
interesting.
sounds delicious.
Yeah, that I want. Poutine dumps. Which, don't let the name deceive you. Poutine dumps doesn't sound good, but you can have your choice of chicken or vegetarian dumplings.
Oh, as poutine.
Yes. And then you've got coconut curry and a 3-cheese blend and chili crisps and green onions. Oh my gosh, sounds so good. Crispy chicken skin Dorito salad, smash burger taco, chicken nugget cookies, lobster ice cream. That sounds weird. Deep fried pizza slice on a stick. And finally, this one's for Gurdeep. Biscoff fried chicken crunch ice cream sandwich. Come on now.
That sounds really good.
Woo! Now my mouth really is watering.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.